I think ultimately we're going to have extended producer responsibility in this country. And if you want to, companies that, it's really individuals within these companies that are making the decision. And ultimately it's going to be the CEO and it's going to be other people in the company who have to say, we have to go beyond this quarter's bottom line and look at the image of this company over the long term and the impact that that image has on shareholder value. And ultimately, what am I doing on this, with my little time that I'm going to spend on this planet? Am I, just going to make a big pile for myself and whoever dies with the most stuff wins? Or am I going to try to do something that leaves the world a little bit of a better place for my kids? Procter & Gamble, well, if they go with EPR, it will automatically create a tipping point where the entire industry will flow after them. So, the CEO of Procter & Gamble has this tremendous power, really, to clean up the planet. By not just because if his company, they're the biggest producer of plastics, and plastic bottles in the world, and plastic containers. This is ultimately a moral choice, and it's going to be a good economic choice. But ultimately, this is about core values. The industry strategy was to blame litter and pollution on the slovenly habits of the American people. I remember back in the 60s and 70s, there was an ad that ran on TV that showed somebody tossing a bottle out of an automobile and an Indian standing on the road with a tear in his eye. And it was a very, very effective ad and a very emotive. A lot of people thought that was an ad by an environmental group. But actually, it was an ad that was put out by a coalition of industry players of glass, bottle, and aluminum can manufacturers whose objective was to stop bottle bills from being passed in the 50 states by saying to Americans, it's not our problem, it's your problem. If you weren't such slobs, we wouldn't have this problem. Don't blame it on us, you take responsibility for it. So that was kind of the industry, position.